Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today we're back in Warframe for another guide, and this time we're having a look at Wisp Prime. It's been a whole year since I released my first build for this Warframe, so I came up with something a bit different. Last time I focused more on a support build, so this time we are dealing damage. That's right, Wisp can pretty much map clear with a rebuild, so this is what we are doing today. This does not mean that you cannot support your squad anymore, it's more like now your modes and your buffs still apply, but you are also able to destroy all enemies you see in a matter of seconds. So how do you do that, you say? Well, you use the power of the sun, baby. Oh yes. But that's enough introductions for now, so let's jump into the build. Let's start from Wisp's abilities. Wisp passive allows her to become invisible while being in the air and not performing any action at all. Even shooting a silent weapon will break this invisibility, and this invisibility ends shortly after you land on the ground. Her first ability is called Reservoirs. By tapping the ability, you cycle through 3 different modes: Vitality, Haste, and Shock. You summon each mode individually by holding down the ability button. Vitality gives you flat HP and health regeneration, Haste increases your movement speed, fire rate and attack speed, and Shock allows you to zap enemies in range with electricity damage. When a reservoir is on the ground, it casts an area around it, and inside this area the duration of the buffs it gives lasts pretty much forever. If you step outside the area, a timer starts ticking down. You can make the buff last longer with duration mods, and you can refresh it at any moment by stepping back in the circles created by that mode. Only one of each modes can be attached to you and your allies at any given time. You can have a maximum of 6 modes active on the ground at any moment, so keep track of them on your minimap. Moving to the second ability, we have Will-O-Wisp. When casting the ability, you create a copy of yourself that moves in a straight line, drawing enemy attention and making you invisible for the whole duration. If you recast the ability while the copy is still in flight, you teleport to its location and become immune to damage for 3 seconds. You can also hold down the ability button, and this will make it so the copy will move faster, and upon releasing the ability button, you'd immediately teleport to the copy's location if it is still active. Then we have her third ability called Bridge Surge, and you may already be familiar with this one because it's Wisp's helmet ability. When casting the skill, you create an expanding wave that makes enemies hit by any attack have a chance to summon the sparks that deal radiation damage. You can also cast a Bridge Surge on an existing mode from your first ability, and this allows you to teleport to its location and double the wave created by Bridge Surge. This ability also has an interaction with Will-O-Wisp. When the copy you create with your second ability is active and you cast a Bridge Surge, a second instance of Bridge Surge is created on the copy's location, allowing you to reach other parts of the map and affect more enemies. And finally, we have the ability that we are gonna use the most with this build, which is Soul Gate. Wisp's fourth ability allows her to create a wormhole to the sun. This creates a beam of solar plasma that deals immense hit damage to all enemies in your crosshairs. The beam has infinite punch through and deals more damage to enemies the longer it targets them. This ability also deals more damage and even applies corrosive onto enemies if you are affected by all reservoirs. You gain 25% more damage from the Vitality mode, another 25% from the Haste mode, and the corrosive status is applied if you are under the effects of the Shock mode. While casting Soulgate, you can dodge and use your second ability to move around. In addition to all of this, if you hit enemies affected by Bridge Surge, the chance to summon those sparks from enemies is 100%, meaning you can create a barrage of projectiles hitting a ton of enemies at once. And that's all for abilities. Let's now move on to the Archon Shards. I'm using 2 Town Forge Crimson Archon Shard with ability Strength, 2 Town Forge Crimson Archon Shards with ability Duration, and 1 Town Forge Ember Archon Shard with casting speed. And these are the mods I use for this build. Enemy Radar as my aura of choice, but you can replace this with whatever you like. Prime Sure-Footed in my extra slot because it's Prime Sure-Footed and we all know how good of a mod that is. Blind Rage for more power strength at the cost of ability efficiency. Transient Fortitude for even more power strength at the cost of ability duration. Umbral Intensify for even more ability strength, but you can also use Archon Intensify if you want. Archon Vitality for more health and also to apply double the amount of hit procs from Soul Gate. Archon Stretch from more range, and also to regenerate energy when we deal electricity damage with our abilities, and we do that thanks to our Shock mode. Prime Continuity for more ability duration, Adaptation to build damage resistance, and last but not least the mod that made this build possible, which is Cataclysmic Gate. This augment affects Soulgate, and now Wisp and 2 spectral images will cast a single blast of Soulgate that leaves on the ground this massive ball of fire that will deal damage to all enemies within a certain radius and lasts for 10 seconds. It also always applies heat and radiation for every tick of damage, and that is doubled thanks to Archon Vitality. You can have up to 3 of these Soulgates on the ground at any given moment, and they deal massive amounts of damage. The arcanes I'm using are Molt Augmented to increase our ability strength by up to 60%, and the other arcane is Universal Fallout. This arcane has a 4% chance per radiation status effect inflicted onto enemies by abilities to drop a universal orb on enemy death. That means that if an enemy has, let's say, 10 radiation stacks, which is the maximum amount, he has a 40% chance to drop this universal orb that restores both health and energy. And since we are killing many enemies at once, and we are always applying radiation thanks to Soulgate and thanks to Breach Surge, it's very easy to refill your energy to max in a matter of seconds. Moving to weapons, you can go for pretty much whatever you want. I just like these weapons because they are quite powerful, and I think they fit Wisp style pretty well. In terms of fashion, I think they look quite alright. The Storm Prime has these evolutions, and if you are interested in seeing how this weapon performs, you can check the video in the top right corner of your screen right now, and this is the build I'm using. The Furies has these evolutions, and I also made a video about this weapon, so if you wanna check that out, once again, link in the top right corner. And this is the build I have on this weapon. And finally, the Zoris, which is also an amazing melee weapon, and this is the build I have on it, which is, it's actually quite powerful, and as always, it's gonna be a melee influence build. That is pretty much what any melee build is about these days, so not surprising, but once again, that is the build. I'm also using Madurai for the usual 50% casting speed and 40% ability strength, just by performing a couple of voice links, which is very easy to do, and the buff lasts for 20 seconds. And my companion of choice is gonna be my Panzer, because this pet is completely broken, and I made a full guide on how to get one and how to maximize your companion. If you're curious about that, once again, link in the top right corner. This is the build I currently use for the pet, and this is the build for its claws. And that's pretty much the whole build, so let's now see it in action. Alright, as always, we have 20 Corrupted Heavy Gunners, level 230 now, because I finally managed to get myself Legendary 5, and yeah, let's see what we can do. Yeah, the pet, as always, is it's stealing the show. You know, they do that these days, they are so damn broken. Anyways, we're gonna use our Madurai buffs just by, once again, cast 2 voice links and you are done. Then we want all our motes on the ground. Oops, I misclicked there. There we go, we have all our 3 beautiful motes on the ground. Then we use Breach Surge, and then we use our Soulgate, and well, that happens. Pretty much everything is dead, and there's many orbs on the ground to allow us to regenerate back to full energy. And yeah, just cast your Breach Surge and look at the fun numbers appear on your screen. It's that easy, and once again, it's very energy efficient because we only have to cast it once, and it lasts for 10 seconds, and yeah, it's dealing stupid amounts of damage. We have plenty of orbs on the ground to always stay full on energy, even though we have negative efficiency, and that's pretty much all there is to it. Additionally to all of that, our companion is also able to spread all those siege stacks onto nearby enemies, and yeah, that just keeps on going. It's that easy. Yes, we are dealing crazy amounts of damage. If I unpause the AI, it's also fine, because first of all, they will always be burning, so they spend most of the time just taking damage from them. We can also stay invisible just by jumping around, so enemies won't target us at all. We are also able to, you know, just become completely invincible for 3 seconds if we need to. You just cannot die. It's really hard to die unless like you get hit by some very powerful toxin proc. And I mean, just hop around, cast your abilities, just stay in movement, stay mobile, and you'll win. Once again, hop around, you're invisible, do this, you are invincible. So yeah, good luck dying with this build. And yeah, that is the build. There's nothing else to say. That's pretty much what you do. You cast your slugget once and everything dies. And yeah, that is Wisp Prime. Once again, this build is mostly focused on dealing damage, and that is what we are doing. So, you know, it's a bit different than usual, but you still have plenty of buffs to give to your allies, and you are usually not gonna die unless something stupid happens. So yeah, just go out there, have fun, blast enemies with the power of the sun, and that's it. That's all there is to it. I'll now leave you guys to showcase where I test this build for 10 minutes in a Grenadier Steel Path Survival, so you can see how it performs in a more realistic scenario. If you enjoyed this build, remember to leave a like, and if you like my content, consider subscribing. I wish you a beautiful rest of the day, thanks for watching, and bye-bye.
Maybe if we took a moment long enough to realize how alike we are, that not everything is broken, 'cause you know me better than anyone by far. But no one makes me feel less alive. We're fighting fire. The way you push my buttons just when we're fighting fire. When two voices of nature collide, we're fighting fire. Can't help but feel the temperature rise. Fighting fire, we're fire. Must be something heaven sends. Payback for the love I spent. Oh my, this time I'ma keep it going. Stay fucked up, feel so good. High on my, the sky underneath my feet. It never looked so good. Oh my, that time I'ma keep it up. Stay fucked up, that's my mood. Oh my euphoria.
hot, feel spicy, fresh. Let me have a little taste, cold, hot, bittersweet. Let me see what's up. I like it hot, feel spicy, fresh. Let me have a little taste, cold, hot, bittersweet. Let me see what's up. I like it hot. I like it hot. Let me see what's up. I like it hot. I like it hot. Let me see what's up. I like it hot. I like it hot. Let me see what's up. I like it hot. I like it hot. Let me see what's up. I like it hot. I like it hot. Let me see what's up. I like it hot. I like it hot. I like it hot, feel spicy, fresh. Let me have a little taste, cold, hot, bittersweet. Let me see what's up. I like it hot, feel spicy, fresh. Let me have a little taste, cold, hot, bittersweet. Let me see what's up. I like it hot. I like it hot. Let me see what's up. I like it hot. I like it hot. Let me see what's up. I like it hot. I like it hot. Let me see what's up. I like it hot. I like it hot. Let me see what's up. I like it hot. I like it hot. Let me see what's up. I like it hot.
My mouth, raise my sense. I can't breathe or shout, overheating. I don't know what to say. I don't know where to start. Words feel like we're strangers, drifting only apart. I'm overheating. I don't know where to start. Words feel like we're strangers, drifting only apart. I'm overheating. Stuck in the same old feeling, feel so detached. My vocal cords are beating, overreact. Oh, I don't know what to say. I don't know where to start. Words feel like we're strangers, drifting only apart.